juices and berries in my my beer.
I mean, it's become a big part of who he is in his calling card. Paul, what a setup. Hayden! Big Brooklyn. 27 for Devin Booker. Harden now with 17 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Paul!
Picking and choosing his spots has been dynamic. And speaking of, we talked about this. A lot of incentives are tied to. See the beautiful pass.
Did a great job in that half-court defense.
Just Team 10 advantage here. Paul in a drive and kick. Bridges behind the stripe. Delago rebounds. Almost 5 assists and shooting better than 45% from the field.
And you know that the opponent is putting their best defensive players on him.
Cam, nice pull-up.
I truly appreciate it. I'm just excited I continue to get a chance to continue to be with this team, man. It's been a great run.
And I guess the next question, because
to actually continue to do those things. And so to have the success that we have now, it gives us credibility and it's building trust. And when you have that as an organization, especially as a team, John, you know, we have so many tools that our guys use to work on scoring, which is you don't know, not just whether or not our players will come out and play well, you just don't know what the opponent would do because they haven't played.
That's what he has been.
Well, you have to have a dynamic personality, right? Because we have multiple players.
Biyombo getting another start tonight, 6.7 rebounds. Paul working against Trey Jones, who had himself a half, 13 in the first.
Even with that little jump hook about 10 feet away.
They've done a nice job on the glass as a team. And he know one player with big number rebounding wise, but they have held even with the Suns in rebounding so far. Paul with a pocket pass, the trailing Biyombo. Wait, he's become... Paul sets up Wainwright. All 30 minutes here tonight. On the cut, Bridges, and the scoop and score. He's up on the defensive end. Game becomes a little more difficult.
Shots a little short. You don't jump as well.
Terrific.
With the help of assistant coach Corey Vinson, getting their workouts in. Chris Paul with a nice pump fake and bucket down to 3. And that stat even more impressive, Mark, when you consider CP3's high usage. Chris Paul only played 16 minutes in that first half, so he should be relatively fresh here. Finds Biyombo inside, and that's been their formula for three-point shooting teams in the NBA. Only the Minnesota Timberwolves shoot more. Here's a 3 from Paul, and he drains it.
Similar to Booker in the first half, he is hunting the basketball. He wants his touches and his looks.
19 in the game. CP3 knocks down the...
Now let Bogdanovich be the guy defending the pick and roll.
There's the switch. Bogdanovich got screened by Smith, and that is a layup usually for Paul.
Going right back to that action with Chris Paul on a high screen and roll.
Snakes the screen and gets the layup. Chris Paul start again tonight. Biyombo ready to come in. Conley fights over the screen this time. Paul got loose and made them...
5 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. He working the two-man game, tied up. Book slips in behind the screen.
Deal from them and make them put it on the floor.
Right. Paul, pocket pass to the cutting.
They can really create problems for you.
He had a big game in the last meeting here. Mikal coming off a terrific outing. 23 points on Saturday night in the win against the Pacers. Paul with a runner. Able to stay in bounds.
Yeah, Forrest is still getting to the rim too easy. I think he should be like all of a sudden identified as the guy that's hungry to score.
Paul with a pull-up. Got it.
In the Utah Jazz uniform.
2-point lead is their biggest, but every minute that goes by, EJ, that confidence continues to be bolstered. As House with a knockdown 3. He's at 14 points. Paul with a wide open look. It's not just the fourth quarter, but the fact that Many of these players, especially like Butler, logging more minutes than they ever have in a game. As Chris Paul here in the fourth. Suns looking for a 7th straight win. All across the can. Straight away. Yes.
Chris Paul turned his head. I think he was looking at something else, and the young man went for it.
Give him credit.
Heck of a game.
17 points. Paul thought about the lockers. Paul sets him up. Elbow jumper. Had gone nearly 30 minutes between three-point knockdowns, and he gets a pair of them in about 15. As Cam Johnson.
Where they're playing.
Chris Paul, shot clock down to 6. And it's an 8 to... People will say for the home team, this is always a tough game to play, Quinn, when you're coming back off a road trip. Biyombo. Just over 8 minutes to play, second quarter. Footprint Center in Phoenix, where the Suns are 17-5 this year.
But I'm not sure he thought McGee had any offense with him. Oh my goodness, I got 2 of them there.
Yeah, Paul has an option.
The teammates and the success of the team. And so those things you want to have as part of your culture.
Paul again.
It's getting a little too easy.
3 straight wins when the night's over. Already with wins against the Lakers and the Warriors. Now the top team of the league, the Phoenix Suns. Bridges.
That's where he's got to understand. Lance throws don't look passes. And he's probably seeing the right opening, too. I didn't see Chris Paul all over. They got a really good coach, Notre Dame grad, in Monty Williams. And I continue to say James Jones put that together to find the open man in that corner. Nice job. You can't go for a head and shoulder fake.
Edwards, the Timberwolves were anemic, to say the least, from three-point range last night. At Golden State, just 10 of 44, including 4 of 21 in the first half.
Team shoot the second most mid-range jump shots per game. But if you look at the total numbers, Bismack Biyombo, the pick-and-roll partner with Chris Paul, saw him play in a game at Northwestern a few years back.
Played just 2 years with the Terps.
There's a nice finish. Technical foul. Got into a little dust-up with Trey Maddox. And, you know, Carl wants the respect. He wants the fouls called. High wall that time. Towns complete. And the turnover. And then this is why this Phoenix Suns team is so good. Monty Williams, when you watch Phoenix play, they can do so many things to you defensively and just make it. Moments, man. Kobe White being told that Cam went that high.
Just because the genuine reaction.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful pocket. I expect them to rebound the basketball. I expect them to defend and compete on that end of the floor. And that night was a 125. Then, you know, this last game with the Warriors. Now this game.
Shamet. I mean,
it's